What up, guys and gals? It's me, your old buddy Mr. Moose, back with some more misadventures in farming. No, I'm just kidding. Farming Simulator 2017 is what we're playing today. We're on Pine Cove Farm, and as you can see, we are finishing up the whole leveling and compacting of our grass chaff, as you want to call it. It's really grass. So technically, if we baled it, it'd be baleage, but we're going to make a little silage here out of our grass now that it is compacted. We're ready to wrap it. As you can see, we ended up with 385,000 liters of grass in here, and we'll go ahead and hit R and wrap it. And that will ferment, and we will have some silage here. Yeah, come tomorrow. Should be good for us. Then we can think about maybe getting a couple of ladies and bringing them over for some milk, and life will be good. Anyways, well, welcome everybody. If you missed yesterday's episode, we basically gathered up all the grass, brought it in there, put it in there, and we played with the whole little leveler thing, which is always fun. It's like playing in a sandbox, only you don't get that stuff everywhere. It's everywhere, you know what I mean? You don't have to dig it out of your shoes and all that other stuff. Kind of nice. It's not your fingers. Your hands don't dry out from it. Good stuff. Alright, so that is done. And we can park this guy because it is not our mode of transportation for today. So what are we going to do today? Well, first things first, we need to go, I know y'all gonna get tired of it, we need to go over here to the composter and empty it. Got a couple of trailer loads over there, so we need to go take care of that. And then we'll get ourselves a weeder and fast track time a little bit and get our weeding done so that we can get up towards harvest time. So that's what we're gonna do today. So hope you guys enjoy it. Excuse me. I had to sneeze. So, real quick bit of housekeeping that needs to get taken care of right now here in the beginning of this video. Yesterday, I mentioned a mod. Is it yesterday or the day before? I mentioned a mod, the Krone Big X Cargo, and how I was enthusiastic about it because I really wanted it in the game. Yeah. And I know when I mentioned it, probably some of you guys jumped on your favorite mod site to look for it and found it and maybe downloaded it. Do yourself a big favor. Delete it. Big, huge steaming turd. It is, yeah, not worth your time. And if you watched the video and thought about downloading it, don't worry about it. And if you're looking for me to do a mod review on it, ain't happening. Wow. All I can say is I couldn't produce that many errors in a log if I was typing with a baseball bat. It is just, oh, what up? Yeah. It is just yeah, it wouldn't even show up in the store. That's how bad it was. I think somebody grabbed an FS15 mod and tried to port it over and didn't even do that right. So yeah, don't waste your time. My dreams were crushed. I'm so fragile. I expected to have a good quality mod, and yet the carpet was jerked right out from underneath me, and yeah, oh well. Oh well, one of these days, there'll be another Krone hopper out there, and I can add it back into the game, because I do miss that mod. That was a fun mod. But at the end of the day, I'll be honest with you, I'm not ready to mod it up yet. I'm having too much fun just playing the vanilla equipment because there's so much of it in here. I mean, for me, like I said before, and I was talking to some people last night about it, for me, the mods come when the game gets boring. When vanilla isn't enough, that's when you know, I throw the mod in there. And right now, vanilla's pretty good. The map is what I was missing in this game from the word go. Just being so spoiled with good maps in 15, what Giants offered up just didn't do it for me. And I mean, I didn't even like Snooze Novka when it first came out in the gold pack or whatever it was. I wasn't a big fan of it then. I tried to be. I failed miserably. I remember we did some live streams on it, and I mean, I was just bored to tears with that map. Is as much as I tried to make it interesting, it just never did it for me. So now, though, we got some decent maps coming out. Makes this game a lot more fun. It's also sort of nice that now there's enough maps out that you're not doing the same map that everybody else is doing as well. So there's a little bit of variety, and you don't see the same. Everybody's doing the same thing. So it's kind of cool. Which I did a little map searching. I got a couple of them I like. Nothing I'm really in love with, but I got a couple I like. So I might be able to get a second map roll in here. I'm pretty happy with the fact that we're up to the 20th episode or 21st episode on Pine Cove, though like the first 5 don't count because they were first looks and getting started again. And okay, maybe the first 6 don't count because they were getting started again. But yeah, we're starting to make some progress actually on this one, but I'm thinking about starting another one. Maybe we mod it up. But also Zombie Dog is going to put out his forestry map real soon, and I've already talked to him about that. When he does, I want to start playing it, because from what I've seen from him, it is a pretty good looking little map for forestry, you know. I think he did a good job with it. So probably play, you know, do like a little dedicated forestry map where I get the, you know, I go ahead and give myself some decent forestry equipment, and we get into cutting some trees down. But so we got that going on. And then but anyways, I found another map I might be getting into. But then again, I think back to 15 and Pine Cove Farm. It never really got the attention that Manchester did. Manchester kind of stomped on it and said, you know, you go to the back of the bus. I'm the star of this show. Manchester was just a good map. Which I went and checked Reaper's Facebook page out. He's got a map he's working on, and says he's making really good progress on it, and that progress on it, and that he'll be releasing it shortly. But you know, he was going to release version 4 or version 5 of Manchester shortly there towards the end, and that never happened. So I think we just we wait and see. It was a pretty decent looking little map he's got going on, though. The guy does good work, so whatever he does, if he puts a map out, I will probably grab it and start playing it, because I like what he does. All right. So yeah, but anyways, there is some variety out there. That's the good thing. What else is happening on the mod front? I spent a little bit more time cruising through the mod sites looking for some placeables. I did find this nice little pack of placeables that this one group's done. It's about 5 different mods, and it gives you the ability to do milk, which is what I really want to do. I want to be able to haul dairy, so but in order to get it to work, you got to have 3 or 4 of their other mods that all support it, like a pallet mod and a cardboard mod and a greenhouse mod. So as if this map doesn't have enough greenhouses on it already, I got to put another one on here if I want to use the milk mod. But it looks interesting. I'm gonna mess with it a little bit more. It's somewhat like the Rosenthaler stuff, but not the Rosenthaler stuff. But I think it'll work. So we'll grab it and add those into some of these big open voids that are on the map, which I do like the fact that Stevie put those in. It gives you the ability to enhance the map just a little bit more without having to go into the Giants editor and remove grass and trees and things like that. Because who wants to spend time doing that? I've said it all along. I like to play the game, not make the game. So, tip of the hat to all the modders and all the hard work they do. You got more patience than I do. I'd rather be playing the game than playing with Giants Editor. Alright, we're back up here. We'll put the rest of this in, or as much of this as we can put in here. Because remember, it caps out. I just don't remember what it caps out at. It seems like it was around 40,000 liters. So I don't know. Yeah, we weren't able to get that whole trailer in there. That's all right though. We'll just take the rest of it and dump it back over here. We'll dump it off. And then we'll head back to the farm. Well, what else? That's about it. There's a vineyard mod I want to check out too. I got that downloaded. So that can be another placeable that we can use. So I got several of them. Oh, please tell me I can dump this back in here. Oh, it doesn't give me the thing to do it. Please tell me. Oh, it doesn't. Oh, I just messed up. Oh well, might as well mess all the way up. There we go. We'll figure out how to get it out at a later date. Oh well. Alright, let's head on out. Back to the farm. We'll put this piece of machinery up. We'll grab another one. So today, the second part of today's misadventures, will be doing a little bit of weeding. Now that we got 100,000 in the bank, we'll go purchase a weeder, slap a set of crop tires on our small Valtra, and we'll head out there and we'll do a little bit of weeding, get our crops fertilized and ready to go, so that when we move into day 3, we can do a harvest. I guess I could have brought that excess compost over here and stored it. Didn't even think about that. Of course, I could have just stored it over there. I thought for a moment I could have loaded it in there. Oh well. There will be a shovel date with me and a tractor over there at some point cleaning that up. It wasn't that much. It was only a couple of 1,000 liters, so a couple of bucket loads. I ain't gonna sweat it right now. All right, dump that off there, and we'll roll on out. So what else? Quick update on my internet situation. I kind of touched base on it towards the end of the video the other day. And I know not everybody sticks around all the way to the end, you know, 58 minutes into a video. So I had MediaCom bring out one of their highly trained and tattooed technicians to review my situation. And basically the story they gave me is somewhere in the system, somebody's having some real problems, and the noise that it's generating is backfeeding into the system and therefore causing problems for me. My house tested clean, no noise, no problems, everything was good, but somebody else is having a hoot of a time and just hasn't complained about it. Apparently they don't stream. So, yeah, I'm at the mercy of their maintenance crew now to track down the problem and fix it. I had a real good suggestion. I suggested that since they knew my house was good, they go back to the node and unplug everybody else and then plug them back in one at a time until they found the problem. You know, just process of elimination. They didn't think that was a good idea, but I thought it was a great idea, and it would have gotten me back up and running. But unfortunately, no, they thought that was a bad idea. So I'm stuck with bad internet until they find the culprit. And chances are, with Friday being a holiday, it being Easter weekend, which I hope everybody's having a wonderful Easter weekend. You know, Monday is some holiday as well here in the U.S. So probably going to be the middle of next week when they get around to it, and that just doesn't bode well for me. So it's probably going to be a little bit more time before I can get up and actually do a live stream, which is unfortunate because I'm just jonesing to now, and it ain't happening. I do like 3-4 times a day. I'll do some throughput test to see what my internet's doing, and it's all over the place. It'll start off strong and then fall on its face and then climb back up and fall down again. It's sort of like an alcoholic on a Saturday night. And I just, you know, I can't do a whole lot about it other than just beat my head against the desk, which is sad. I can run a speed test, and the speed test shows me having like 18 meg up. But what happens is, when the speed test initializes, it jumps way up to like 35, 40 meg up, and then starts wiggling, you know, up and down, and gradually it just starts going into the gutter. And on the speed test, you just see the numbers slowly fall. But if you do a throughput test, you can actually see the needle jump up real high and down real low, and up real high and down low and down low and down low and back up real high. And you know, it's just good, bad, moderate, bad, good, bad. And it's just, you know, I'm at the mercy of MediaCom, so I'll wait for them to fix it. And once they get that fixed, then we can get back onto the stream wagon. For those of you who keep asking, where are the streams at? Which is funny when I talk about it in the video about why I'm not streaming, and then I get a comment on that video, where are the streams at? Cracks me up. I'm like, do people actually watch these videos, or do they just see one post and comment on it? I don't know what you said, but I'm gonna make a comment. All right, then, let's get in here. We're buying a weeder, which is going to be $34,000. So we'll go ahead and buy that. Yep, get that. And then we're also going to need a front weight. So we're going to come down here to the weights, and we're going to get the old SOB weights, and we'll make it in white so that it matches the tractor. I really want to do that. Yeah, I really want to do that. All right. Back. There we go. Back. Oh, let's pull around here. Hook it up at this. Oh, wait. Like so. And then we'll hook up this guy. Booyah. All right. All right, with that said, with that done, we'll head back to the farm. Let's turn our hazards back on. Even though every time I do a lane change, I use my turn signal, it turns them off, so I won't use the turn signal. We'll just drive down here without the turn signal on. Oh, whoa. What are you doing there, buddy? Help brother out. Don't get in front of me and squat. Watch, he's gonna make a right turn. There he goes. Alright, so anyways. We'll head down here back to the farm at 32. Which is still faster than an RG. Flies in arc now. Anybody else play that game? Wow, they hit the flyers with a sledgehammer, didn't they? You know, that's one thing. Developers just, they go in to nerf a game, they go in to do something, and instead of correcting it a little bit, they go and they correct it way too much. The Hunter did that. The Hunter went in there, and instead of making a slight adjustment with their new game as far as the requirements to unlock guns and stuff, instead they just hit it with the big old nerf sledgehammer. And they went way too far to the other direction. And Arc went and did the same thing with their flyers. They cut them down to where you couldn't increase the speed of them with any kind of points, and you're basically stuck at one speed, slow. And they decreased their stamina, and they don't have their stamina regenning as fast, and alright, whatever. You know, big balancing move, which I guess is alright if you've never played the game before and you don't know what to expect. But for those of us who've been playing it for a couple of years now, this change sucks. I can tell you that much. To the point where I know a lot of people who are about to quit playing that game. They have gone so crazy with some of the updates lately that they're making it almost unenjoyable to play. All right, real quick, we're gonna change tires out on this guy. I could have done it up at the shop, but I wanted to do it here. I don't know why. I didn't like driving all the way down here on narrow tires, maybe. So options for this: the base price is $1,000 plus we have to pay another $1,500 for the tires. Here's one thing I don't like. I don't like the fact that you can't just like buy these tires and change over to the other tires once you're done with it, right? I should be able to spend $1,500 and get my tires customized and all is good. And the next time I want to come back, I should be able to change the tires back over and not have to pay that same, $1,000, which I could lease the tires. And it wouldn't be, well, I don't think you can lease it. No, you basically have to customize it. Yeah, I'm looking at the lease going, well, $200, that's cheaper than $1,500 plus $1,000. But I mean, once you buy them for the $1,500 and have them put on for $1,000, then the next time you come in here to customize, the tires are already listed towards you, so you only have to pay the $1,000 customizing fee. I don't think you should have to. Not if you've got a garage here at your shop and you're able to do things at your shop. If you have to go to the store and do it, I think that's cool. But if you've already got it here, I don't think you should have to. I think you, and for some reason, I thought I read somewhere where once you purchased them, you didn't have to purchase them a second time. I don't know what's going on here. But for some reason, if I buy these tires and I put them on here, if I go to put the tires back on, I gotta pay, and it kind of stinks. Not a big fan of that. Not a huge fan of that one. I think they dropped the ball on that one. I mean, this is, you know, if this is my shop, then I ought to be able to do my repairs and everything right there. I'm just wondering. Just curiosity. 'Cause again, it seems like I read somewhere you could do that. The placeable workshop is different. I wonder if it's the placeable, it'll do it. I'm gonna have to do some testing on that, because it seems to me like you could. And if you can't, you need to be able to. I mean, I see charging me for a whole nother set of tires, but not to change tires, especially if I'm doing it at my farm. Again, if I took it up to the store, I could see paying the price, but not at my own farm. All right, so let's see. We got to fast track time a little bit. If we look at our field, as far as our growth goes, pretty much we're still in the first growth state. So we need to fast track time just a wee bit so that we can get our field set up. I think if we go to 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I think we should be pretty good. We got some fields changing here. That one changed, that one hadn't. That's good. We'll go up to field 5 and we'll start weeding up there and get that done. I don't know, am I imagining that, or was that a thing? For some reason, I think that was a thing. And it just dawned on me that maybe it's because I'm on a modded map and Stevie put the workshop there. Maybe that's the reason why. I don't know. I'll have to do a little testing. I have to do a little testing on that one. Because if you can't do that, why spend $28,000 on the workshop? Seems like a waste of money to me. Other than just for the convenience of being able to change the color of your tractor or change your wheels out periodically for $1,000 a pop. That's a mighty expensive power bill to run that air compressor. All right, unfold this baby out and address our field here. All right, let's get that up, hit that'er, adjust our working width to there, pull that over just a wee bit, so that should be pretty good. Put that down and we'll go to weeding. Sure that we're actually weeding. Yep, soul's changing color. We are good. So we'll knock this out, and that'll get us to the point where we're just about ready to move into day 3 and harvest time. Giddy, giddy, giddy. And that'll give us some corn and some soybean. We're gonna have to figure out a way to get potatoes and sugar beets. I'll probably rent or lease a potato planter, and or just plant sugar beets. Probably that's cheaper. I like potatoes though. I do like doing potatoes, especially with that 2 meter, 3 meter potato harvester. So much fun. So much joy to go round and round in that thing. Set it up in course play. So anyways, yeah, so I'll figure out one of the two, and we'll probably plant this field in it, and then yeah, if we go sugar beet, all I got to do is rent the topper and the harvester, and we can do a load of sugar beets. We're gonna need sugar beets too for the sugar factory. That's right, that mod has, the mod pack has, well, it's like 5 different mods. One is for milk, one is for sugar, which requires sugar beets, one is a pallet maker, one is cardboard, and one is a greenhouse mod. And then there's also a storage mod, so 6 mods all in one. Or not all in one, but there's 6 mods total by the same author, that all work together. Basically, you got to make the pallets to be able to put, and cardboard to run the greenhouse, which makes berries that you can use for yogurt production, and then sugar is made using, seems like sugar is sugar beets, and then you have to have pallets for the sugar to go on. The cardboard is made from sawdust. Pallets are wooden sawdust. The berries are like manure and water to run the greenhouse. By the way, somebody commented the other day, because everybody's giving me tips on how to make money playing Farm Sim, because I'm clueless. But somebody said something about, don't forget them greenhouses. Yeah, I gotta have manure to run the greenhouses. So until I get either some pigs or some ladies, and that would be dairy cows, until I get one or the other, I don't have manure, unless I go poop in some straw. So I can't really get the greenhouses up and running. So till that moment comes, I'm still, you know, just getting started out. I think a lot of people forget I'm just really getting started on this. So same reason why we don't have biodiesel yet is just getting started, and you know, budgeting my money without having to go out and do a whole bunch of missions. I'm happy not doing missions, even though I'm going to pay full price for all the fields. I'm sort of enjoying not playing and, you know, doing missions. They just, even if you don't run them with course play, you don't run them with GPS, they're pretty much boring. Especially if you get a ridiculously large field that you got to run a combine on. If you're not doing something in the middle of it to take your mind off the fact that you're just driving around a field in circles, combining, if you don't have to dump into something, or, you know, any way to mix it up and challenge you, it's just boring. So, I mean, yeah, there's the whole beat the clock thing, but we've already covered it's pretty easy to beat the clock, even without GPS. All right, rolling here. Let's get rid of that. Oh, I want that on. What I want to get rid of is that there, and get rid of that, and get rid of that, and spin it around so that we can zoom in a little bit here. Take a screenshot. Bing. There we go. We'll have our screenshot for our thumbnail. Bloom. Windows chiming in. What else is happening? Let's see, we talked a little bit about how ridiculously bad Arc is. Man, I'm telling you what, my index finger hurts now from playing Arc because it takes so long to fly across the map, and you got to keep that W key pushed down the whole time, that it gets agonizing to fly. If you got to fly clear across the map, it starts to hurt your knuckles and your joints and your finger. Broke down the other night, got a roll of quarters and put on the W key. It's that bad. This tractor probably goes faster than birds do. But yeah, they're putting so much into that game. This is where I was headed with that conversation when I sidetracked myself. They're putting so much into that game. Like, they put all the tech gear in there that requires all these tech shards and tech element and all this other stuff. There's so much you got to do, so much grinding you've got to do to get the element, and you get so little of the element that for you to be able to accomplish any of the in-game stuff legitimately in the game on like an official server, you're gonna have to play just about every day, and just about the only thing you're gonna be able to do is Arc. And I just think a lot of developers kind of lose their, you know, their way, and they forget that people play other games than just theirs. And yeah, we want value in the game, but sometimes you jump the shark and you put too much into the game to where people start to realize, I'm never going to be able to achieve that. And especially as slow as the birds go now, you're going to start to run people away if you put so much stuff in. They put all these nuisance animals in that steal your stuff as you're running around doing stuff, and it's bad enough you're engaged in a fight with something that you could get ganked by another person on the server, or, you know, more animals might come in and try to fight you. It's bad enough that's going on, but then, oh yeah, now there's this pesky little critter that can come and steal your crap while you're fighting said animal, and the only way to keep him from running off with it is to stop what you're doing and go chase him down. Oh, and he'll just run into the water with it and you'll lose it. So they just, I don't know. It's some of the direction they're heading with it. And I've talked to some friends who play the game as well as the guys I play with, and it's getting quite frustrating. And it's to the point where I got a feeling they might run some people off. which it's amazing to me because they make all these changes based on how the game plays out on the quote-unquote official servers. And like, there's like 800, 900 official servers, but there's like 20,000 plus unofficial servers. And it just, I don't know. I don't think they're making the wisest decisions there. They got a good game. Even if they just went with what they got right now, they got a good game. They don't need to keep adding animals into it every week. It's going to get to where they got so many animals in the game, you're not going to be able to take 2 steps without something running into you. Oh, look, there's a bush, and there's a leopard, and a saber-tooth, and an elephant, and a rhinoceros, and an alligator, and there's a bush, and then there's a snake, and there's a T-Rex, and there's a raptor, and a dodo bird, and there's a bush, and behind that bush, there's a wolf, and a hippopotamus, and a hoochie-magoocher, and a doohickey-majigger, and a, yeah, I don't know. I like the game, but it's wearing a little bit thin. But the good news is they screw it up too much, it just gives me more time to play 7 Days to Die. Which I did a video on yesterday. If you didn't see it, you might go check it out. That video is sort of like my testing the waters, is dipping my big toe in there to see how the water feels, you know. People watch it and enjoy it. Might do another video on it. If people looked at it and went, it's nowhere, you know, there's far more entertaining people play in that game who, you know, it's always an afterthought for me. Like, I start playing it and get caught up into it, and I get so into the grind that all of a sudden I'm 4 days into it and thinking, yeah, I should have recorded this, and I never do. And so then I'm kind of like, huh. And this, the whole recording of that was sort of like a afterthought. It was like, I'm gonna throw it on and record a little bit of it, because some people in Discord were like, how come Moose never does this? So I was like, well, you know what, I'll record one, we'll see how it goes. Like I said, I've been thinking about doing it as a series in 16, or at least maybe doing it as some live streams when 16 comes out, which I'm starting to think 16 is further and further away than I thought it ever was going to be. After watching some of Mad Mole's videos recently, I'm starting to think that it's nowhere near being released anytime soon. I'm starting to think it's going to be like June before it gets out. I'm like, you know, if I knew it was coming out in a month or so, I'd go ahead and start over and do a whole thing on just playing and doing 15, because I've been talking to Casket Man about maybe doing some co-op, playing together on it, which would be kind of cool. But it's like, well, why start something right now when it could all get erased tomorrow and we go to the new series? So kind of in limbo with that one. But I might, you know, depending on how the response to yesterday's video was, I might do a follow-up with a, here's where I'm at now, and oh, here's the day 21 horde, and maybe, you know, do some more building and do a little bit of crafting or whatever, and a little bit of riding around, checking things out, see how things go. And then Marty has started a new server. Might go over and play with him a little bit. Might record some on there. That, if I do anything, I'll jump on Marty's server and play on it, multiplayer, and record some of that. I was gonna do some recording last night on the multiplayer with Deputy P and Rambo and Marty, and we drug Hemi in there, and Gonna record some of that, but the game and I didn't get along last night. Well, really my internet and I didn't get along last night. I guess in some of the low parts of my internet, when it bottoms out into the gutter, I guess the server was seeing me as either disconnecting or not staying connected or not communicating, and all of a sudden I just get booted from the server. So I think that's all about my internet being messed up and hosed right now. So it just gets me everywhere. All right, last little bit here. I'll probably keep this video short today. We'll probably wrap it up after we do this little field, because in order to do things properly, I'm going to weed all of field number 2, and just looking at the clock, by the time I start, it would make a long video for me to continue on into field 2. So, and I won't put you guys through that. So when we come back, we'll have all the weeding done, and we'll go from there. Might start filling up the mixer. Well, no, because silage won't be ready until the following day. Who knows? Maybe we bust out the chainsaw and go cut some more trees down or something. Maybe we put the placeables in and we put those in place. Get ready to start using them. Yeah, but we'll do something. All right, so we'll fold that up. Like I said, I'm going to go over to field 2 and do it. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. As always, if you enjoyed today's video, make sure you smack that like button for me. Leave a comment down below, and feel free to share the videos with your friends and such. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing to the channel. I do new videos, or try to do new videos each and every day. And if this video gets 1 like on it in the next hour, I'll do another video tomorrow. That's because that's the kind of guy I am, right? All right, guys. Hey, if you're with your family this weekend, have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy your holiday, and may God bless you and your family. Take it easy. Stay safe. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.